Hey there, Selective Collective. This is Kim. I'm doing a reading. I got inspired tonight to do this reading, even though I don't really know what the reading's going to be about yet. But we're going to do a connection to our higher self. We'll let our soul speak to us through this reading. I was so inspired because I saw on YouTube a lady that has a food truck, and every meal on it, she makes healthy and affordable meals for $2.50 per meal. And specifically, she takes the truck into areas where there's the most need for good, healthy food. I just thought that was so wonderful, so inspired, because those are the things that we're supposed to be doing. So inspired by people like that. If you have any stories of people, please feel free to put it in the comments. I get so inspired by people doing things like that. That's what I was talking about when I said less intervention from people, from government, basically. Less intervention from government and more solutions from the people are needed. And that's an example. Not that I'm completely against help or assistance. I'm not. It's just that I'm one of those, what if it's not their people, And so it's not a fear. It's just let's go ahead and pump out some different solutions. Can't keep going on the same thing that's not been working really. Anyway, I just love that. So, all things must change. Connecting to our higher self. Spirit guides, angels, give me some messages for us. For the collective that's drawn to this reading, give us some messages. Lightning. Has to do with perfection. It has to do with us doing something over and over so much that it's now coming to a point of perfection. Makes me feel like something is going to manifest. Because you can see the egg is like cracking, and then next to the tail there's a pearl. So our wisdom, our knowledge. Oh, there's this snake. Okay, yeah, and the Ouroboros. I can't say, but I feel like that has to do with doing something over and over again to perfection. And then I have the reddening card. This is energy coming alive. That's what that is. It's like energy that's starting to build and make you feel alive. Increase in blood flow, kundalini rising. And then the earth's heart is when we get down to the core. So the earth's core really hasn't been, explored, right? So it's saying that it's like that deep that you're going to find a buried treasure within yourself. The more you explore, the more you reflect on what you've been through, who you are at the core. On the sun, yay, and the mystical sister. This is like that moth to a flame energy of attracting other souls that either feel the same. There's some type of relationship that they have with your spiritual journey, or that they see in your spiritual journey that they're attracted to, and vice versa. It is a moth. So even though I get metamorphosis, change, and transformation, it's like a nocturnal thing. Like you had to, just like this card, like you had to go to this darker place in order to find it. And the sun, well, the sun is great. The sun is representing happiness, new experiences, divinity. So let's find out about this energy that is rising. Okay. Tell me about the energy that is rising. What is this energy that is rising for the collective? Oh, well, literally has a bird that is rising out of a cage. It's the Page of Cups, but it's Osho Zen Tarot. So it's always going to be a little bit more metaphysical and individual. It's about freeing ourselves. To me, it says a new experience in freeing yourself from control. Not just you, lots of other birds up here, and you're about to go fly and be with them. It reminds me of like angels flying around in heaven. Doesn't it kind of look like that with the white? I don't know if you can see all the... There's a bunch of other birds up here at the top. Like a bunch of angels. Releasing the caged bird. All right. It's we're connecting with the higher self, okay? We're connecting with soul, higher self. So it's wanting us to take a look at who we are bowing down to. Who are we attaching ourselves to? In what ways have we been greedy? In what ways have we do we hold on to things that are merely things? And then you die and you don't take any of that stuff with you. So there's a really big need for us to analyze, because this is the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Four of Pentacles, which in this deck, like I said, it's gonna actually point you to like, no, we need to analyze our commitment to material items and greediness about that. Who do you bow down to? What do you bow down to? Yeah, that's a message for all of us, isn't it? And it can be about being... It can be talking about overall, like, some type of main corruption when it comes to materialism and things, and what we have committed ourselves to over our lifespan, or whatever it is. It could be that you're here to actually be part of that change, that has to do with that. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a really bad problem with people comparing, especially by categories of what you have. There's even if you haven't noticed, there's a big slant on the how to become a millionaire manifestation versus how do we manifest happiness and love for people. There's quite a difference, right? I think they're being slightly funny about that. But, well, this card is indicating that there's really no comparison. Everybody's very different. These are both trees. If you have a bamboo tree, we have a tree, whatever that is. I don't know. Maybe it's a birchwood or something. Yeah, I don't know. But it's a tree. They're both trees, and one has different properties to it, and it looks a lot different, but it's a tree still. And they're telling you that, isn't it funny how trees don't look at each other and say, hey, you know, wish I were hollow like you. You're so skinny. Wish I could be skinny like you, bamboo. You know, and so you get the Five of Swords energy when you have people acting like they're different because they're of what they have, or because of their physical appearance, or their religious backgrounds. They fight over these differences, right? People fight over it, and it's silly, and that's what I think they're wanting to talk about. Yeah. And also the tragedy that it is that somebody could be overlooked or treated a certain way because they are attached to less or have less. You word it like that and it's like, oh, that sounds silly. But that's what happens. Okay, what else do you want to tell us? Our heads are fried. Our heads are fried. It's a Page of Swords card. It's really telling us not to overthink every single thing. But in today's day and age, it actually, this might have something to do with being observed so much too. It's usually news, message, but there's a lot. So, like an issue in society, you know, where you have to worry about this, you have to think about this and that, and then pretty soon you've just got so much crap that sometimes we're thinking about not the things that would actually be in alignment with, I don't know, what I imagine us being as souls in eternity, happily and getting along with one another, knowing that we're one. Another page of Earth. Could be saying that we worry too much about it. It definitely has to do with what's on the mind. What's on the mind. Wow. You have the Queen. Oh, that's the energy of someone being left out. Unfair hardships. Okay, there's the Hermit in reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So, it makes me feel like it has something that it makes me feel like it has to do with not being grounded enough, to be honest. The Hermit in the reverse, it can actually be talking about a connection with the mystical sister, because when I see the Hermit in reverse in a love reading in particular, I don't know, some of you all might be going through a thing where you're a husband and wife and you're breaking up, because that would be the husband and the wife archetype. Like looking outside of ourselves, seeking the material things for the growth that we're actually wanting, which could be found within. And that could be why these are both in the reverse, is because you do go without, when you look outside of yourself to be filled up. Okay, and they're saying stay here. Okay, they're literally saying this overthinking things all the time. This overthinking is causing a disconnect with flowing with the natural body rhythm. And so this is the solution to it. It's the now moment. It's being present with what you're doing, one rock at a time. And if that's too much for us, then it's one breath at a time to focus on. But all in all, they're talking about being present in the now moment as a solution for the tired mind. So slowing down, going with the flow. Oh, and a beautiful, I love this one. I love this card in their deck. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, beautiful. It's a go with the flow, Ace of Cups. It's touching this one, and the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups are both representing a new beginning, a new start, and something really loving, especially when we can be like this Ace of Cups, where we can be like water, going with the flow, slowing ourselves down when we encounter a hiccup or a worry or an anxiety. Instead of reaching for the first vice or the repetitive behaviors that come with that, either you're going to overthink some more, or there's something that you do when you overthink and it makes it more exhausting, is what they're saying. And so slowing down when we get frazzled and connecting with the energy of water, drinking water, allowing feelings as feelings pass and emotions pass, and so do these frenzied thoughts. So just allowing it, the flow of the water, the spirit of the water, to take you somewhere else and you'll feel a different way before any attachments or before we look outside of ourselves to seek an answer. Okay. And this one is my favorite Eight of Cups, because, well, you see it has a ripple effect right here in the water, and it in the guidebook it will literally tell you about the ripple effect, almost like the lady I was talking about with the food truck, of kindness, the ripple effect of love, as well as any other kind of ripple effect that can be out there. With the Eight of Cups, there's usually a need to, in a healthy way, detach emotionally. So it's kind of interesting that it's coming up. Let's put this one down and then ask it. What are you trying to say with this? Oh. So if this could represent a frenzied mind, overthinking, being frenzied, or overthinking our dissatisfaction, because that comes up a lot. We work really hard on positive affirmations and thinking about what we want, but it seems to be very natural that we get kind of attached to even the things that we don't like or not happy with. And I think this is about that, and it's about detaching from the feeling of being so unsatisfied, as that too, like a feeling or emotion, it's going to pass. Give me more. Oh, very fiery. Queen of Wands. They are really wanting to say that there's some type of completion that's going to happen, especially it's for the whole world, like solving these problems, these issues. Sharing. This card says sharing on it normally. It's the Queen of Wands, where she's sharing her gifts, her abilities. She's sharing food in this card. Oh, guys, and I'm telling you, I guess the reason it touched my heart so much to see somebody that was doing something so good, you know, with a food truck like that, is because I had a feeling, I had like an emotion come over me. It was so weird, because this is not my situation. Like, I'm very fortunate, or I consider myself very fortunate, and don't really have a lot, but I have food, you know, and the feeling came over me of being a person that was worried about not having enough food. And it really bothered me, because I went empathically into that energy, and I felt a hunger, like I actually physically felt the hunger. And then I felt the worry, as like thoughts of children and dependence came to my mind. And then I got almost like crazy mad feeling, like, you know what I mean? Like, because of the thought of running out of food or not having enough food. Oh my God. I don't know where I was picking up on that. I'm sure that probably happens everywhere, but this was like, big. This was a big energy. It made me feel like that person in that situation would be almost like going crazy. Like, yeah. Yeah, okay. So sharing. And it was weird, because it was one of those things that just it came to me like out of the blue. I'm like, why am I even thinking about this? I mean, I care, you know, I have an open heart. It's just, where'd it come from? I just really don't want anybody to ever feel like that, you know. We have the Void. And we have something new to commit to. It's the Wheel. So it's new fortune. It's the turn of the wheel. Things are going to change. And we have new things to commit to. Well, although this is their card for the Void, it is still the Hierophant energy. Makes you feel like this is something that's divinely orchestrated to commit to. Tell me about this. Strength. The bodybuilder. Power. Strength. Forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, and exercise. So it's a commitment to getting stronger and healthier in every single way that we can, but it's not just that type of, it's the commitment that you give to yourself to be that way. Then you're going to be able to help other people that need it, that need the strength. But you have to have the strength built up in you first to be able to offer it. Okay, so I have new contracts, new love, partnerships. we did have the mystical sister, which is like somebody being attracted to you, moth to a flame. It can be somebody in a soul group that you're in. There can be a contract, a divine contract, an agreement, a counterpart. It says unions, partner, telepathy, like-minded people, committed partner, engaged, interconnected, and a soulmate. And then the flamingos card too. Wow. Oh man, if you hit the mother lode, let me know. We'll figure out good ways to use it to help everybody. So flamingo, soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating, attraction, seduce, long-term potential, a display of affection, charm, the it factor, two of a kind, alluring, and je ne sais quoi, a certain something. Map, exploration, find your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, new perspective, new earth. Kerosene, aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, or hot. Oh, the optical illusion. It's probably about having things. It is very, very much so optical illusion. What you have is the same thing everyone else has. The only thing that you take with you when you leave, and that's your soul. We may be under a lot of illusions here. We probably already know that. But optical illusion, not what it seems, trap, unclear, visual effect, confusion, head trip, trick, hallucination, hocus pocus, sleight of hand, projection, predictive programming. 7, convertible, many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, freedom, alternatives, the convertible. The fishing pole. I see the fishing pole in this reading about after you've got a lot of this self-mastery, self-improvement, being able to, like a fishing pole, extend your help and assistance where it's needed. Yeah. All right, so let's pull an angel number message. I'm going to wrap it up. It was quick. Was it quick? It wasn't that quick. It was 27 minutes. Okay, it wasn't that quick. If you've made it this far, wow. Thanks. Subscribe. Get a private reading. That helps it too. All right. Master number 22, I am aligned. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. Master number 22. I also have 99. It's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. So unleash your true power. I am courageous. And that's what I have. I'm sending you light and love. Bye.